Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's Francesco here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an application called Escape 2. Now, as you guys know, I've looked and reviewed Escape before. It's a Mac application that helps track your distractions as you go about your day. They've recently updated it, so I'm going to be checking out some of the functions and features inside it and what's changed. Now, it was quite funny. I was making this video earlier, and while I was doing the feature, the window cleaner scared me. So I'm going to show the footage that I had of this, 32 minutes. And it will give you a ranking based on that. So if I set like, oh, okay, my quota is an hour. Oh, Jesus. I hate the window cleaner. So I live on like a flat, like 2 stories. So like when the window thing hits, it makes me jump really bad. Anyway, let's get stuck in with this one. So as you can see, this is Escape 2. It's an application that I've actually enjoyed because I like these sort of distraction applications. They help to track what productivity you're going on about your day, and it helps you audit because some of the time you don't actually know the applications you're checking out. You go in and you go across your day and you're like, wow, I actually spent this much time inside of this application. Like the other day I found out that I spent like 52% of my time in Chrome when I thought it was spent somewhere else, like in mail applications or Todoist. So I find that quite insightful for my productivity. I've been using another application called Timing. It's a much more enhanced application. I've done a separate review on it. And I'm also checking out another application called Q Observe, which is another one which I'll probably include in the Mac roundup at the end of the month. So let's jump into Escape 2 because I've downloaded it, I've had a bit of a play. Of course I had Escape 1 or Escape. As you can see, they've sort of adapted this, so they've got this new counter. So on today, which you can skip forward to today, for example, it tracks how many times you've been on certain sites. So it's detected yesterday that I visited YouTube 102 times, and that probably means the different URLs 102 times, which is mad. But that equates to 32 minutes of time. And of course I set a quota yesterday of 1 hour, which means that you can, so for example, if I go on to the next one, once you set a quota, it will bring it across to the next day, so you don't have to reset the quota every day. But once you have the quota, so for example 60 minutes, it will compare it and say, you've used 53% of that 60 minutes. If I were to say bring it down to 23 minutes, and as you can see, it's gone over 38%. Which will flag up, you should spend less time on YouTube, maybe 10 minutes less exactly, or 9 minutes, if my maths is right. And you can do that for all of the sites you visit. And of course, like I explained in the last one, you can flag up sites that you visit anyway. So this will track the web, and you can add sites as well and the URL that they use. So you can actually remove ones. So if like you are, like for example, I probably should remove YouTube or shouldn't. I don't really know, because I spend so much time on there for work purposes, and Twitter maybe I should remove during the workday in case I want to reduce the amount of time. But this audit is actually very handy because I didn't know I spent 53 different experiences on Twitter, which is quite a lot, and being able to send that bits of data is important. You can have a daily and weekly view as well, so overall in a week I've spent 33 minutes on YouTube, and it's over the last 2 days, so it's not too much at the moment. But these statistics are quite valuable, so over time you can obviously flag up 1.5 hours overall, and then on Tuesday, and that's in minutes. You can have times open, all the websites, or you can have specific ones. Now it's quite cool as well because you can go up to the top and open it quite quickly from there, but you can also use the last used Twitter. And if you wanted to pin one, for example, you can have it whatever was last used up there and how many times they visited it in the day. So you can have, for example, if you were on like YouTube, and you can have how many times you saw YouTube up there, so that like it continuously ticks over and brings them up. You can have all distractions, so 15 times today, 3 minutes today in terms of distractions, and 1 hour 38. Now these are all flagging distractions, so these are all distractions themselves. So it's important to understand what you classify as a distraction. For me, I probably will have to audit and work out what works out as distractions for me, but this is quite a nifty, handy feature to have when you're getting started to audit yourself. Now, the feature itself, Escape 2, is priced at $9.99, I believe. I'll include all information in the description. I know the team actually work on the Focus List app, which is actually a very popular Pomodoro and time tracking app. So it's definitely worth exploring that one as well. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd do this short feature. Let me know in the description whether you enjoyed, let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed these short features, because I want to do sort of more of these apps, these updates and things like that. So let me know in the description, comments, whether you liked it. If you haven't yet joined the e-newsletter, I cover all about productivity apps and resources. I'm sure you'll love it, so do join it because there's regular posts out and you'll get the best of the productivity world there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the hilarious jump scare that I had at the start. Let me know in the comments whether you're using an alternative resource as well. I'd love to hear. And anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to have a great week, keep productive, and I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.